What's up? So, new video on T-top project. I'm just getting started on this, other than I threw the motor and trans in it a week ago. Okay, now I wanted to cover a few things with you guys because I had two T-top cars. So if any of you guys watch my videos and check out my Facebook page, you know that I had two of them, two different cars, very similar. They're only a year apart, both black, both T-tops. You know, both got the four-ride setup on them. The other car had the ugly mesh grill that was all busted and cut out of it. It was basically a roller car with a motor in it that I thought was good. I got a good deal on the car, so I bought it all just cause. And I wanted the motor. That's why I bought the car. Motor ended up being bad in it. It was just a stock 302, but it had. I started it. It ran good, and it had oil pressure. When we tore it down, it had really bad bearings. Connecting rod bearings and main bearings were just shot. I don't even know how it didn't knock. I mean, I didn't run it for very long, and it had open headers, so it probably was knocking. I just couldn't hear it. Anyways, that was the first. Sorry, that was the second T-top. This was the first one that I bought. It was stored at the local junkyard in a tractor-trailer. Okay, it sat in there with an ugly-ass El Camino, if you're into those. And I bought this car. It had a 302 in it. It had minor stuff done to it, but it was basically a stock car that somebody had put together, and it's been painted like 6 times. Man, this thing was bright yellow once, had a beautiful blue paint job on it last, and then somebody covered it up with this flat black bullshit. But this is that car. I bought it, took them. I got a good deal on it because the guy wanted the motor back out of it, so I pulled the motor for him and gave me a good deal on the car. Gave the motor back to him, kept the car. Okay, put my stroker motor in it, and I had some videos of that when I was building it, and I ended up breaking a piston in the stroker motor that I had put in it. So I had pulled the motor out, rebuilt it again, put it back in, broke another piston in it. Okay, I used cheap pistons, and that was my own fault. I really was hoping it would work. It didn't work out for me. As a matter of fact, the motor is still wrapped in a bag over there because I just haven't bought new pistons. I need to get forged pistons for it. So I ended up getting frustrated with the car. I sold it to a friend of mine because I needed some cash. Jason, thanks. And then I ended up getting it back off of him because I really missed the car and I really wanted it back. I thought I was just going to use parts off it to fix my other car, but every time I look at this damn thing, I don't know what it is because it's ugly as heck. You know, it's got potential. And it's a T-top car, which I really like. Plus, it's a 4i T-top car. But yeah, I really wanted it back, so I got it back. And then I got a call from my dad, which if you watch any of the videos or see my page, you'll know that he had a 99 V6 Mustang that he just wanted more power out of. So I built that motor with him. Okay, we just took the block from that junk other T-top, put a good crank, all good bearings back in it, rebuilt it completely, and put Ford Racing GT40 aluminum heads on it, my Ford Racing X-Cam in it. I mean, I built it up to be a good little thumper, you know. Not bored over, it's a factory bore, 302. It does have the forged factory pistons in it. So, I mean, it's a good motor. We carbureted it just to make it easy on us swapping it into that 99. I didn't want to mess with wiring because I didn't have anything to set them up with a factory fuel injection system. So we built this motor for that car. He drove it all the way back to Connecticut, drove it all the rest of the summer down there and into the fall, and came up 2 weeks ago because I had bought a 95 SN car that was completely bone stock, that had everything we needed to swap his car over to the 5-liter, okay, with all the wiring. So we completely converted his V6 car over to a V8, carbureted first, then went back with the 95 stuff and put all the wiring, and I mean all of it, from the friggin' headlights all the way to the taillights. We changed. We stripped this car right down to nothing. Took us 2 weeks to go through the entire car with the entire swap. You know, like I said, wiring. We even changed some of his interior. We even took the dash out of the 95 and put it in his, even though they're pretty much the same. The only difference was the 95 has a clock in the center of it, which is, it didn't even work once we got it all back together, but that was the only difference that we had noticed. And, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much just a complete conversion over to a fuel-injected 5-liter in that 99 body style, because he really liked that newer body style. We just don't like the 4.6 modular motors. They're a pain in the ass. 5-liter. Yes, push rod motors for the win. Okay, so anyways, long story short, I got this motor back, which I'm happy I did, because I got a lot of money in heads, cam, accessories, all that. This is all stuff that was on my stroker motor. I pulled it all off to build this motor for him. So I got it back, and I was able to keep the 95 tranny, T5, world class, obviously. So I've got that in this car, which is going to be awesome. So I can put 400 horsepower to the ground with this thing, and it shouldn't blow up too bad as long as I know how to shift the damn thing. I know those T5s are only good for so much, but 400 to 500 horse, they start breaking. But yeah, so that's the car. I got it back. We'll do a quick walk around. Like I said, she's in rough shape, but the car is all there, and that's really why I want to build the damn thing. I need a street car that's just a good driver and has a back seat for my kids. This has the back seat in it. Yeah. It's got one of those stupid bumper skirt things on it that just screws on, which, I mean, I like the style, I just hate how it's attached. So I'm going to do something there. Yeah. There she be. In all her glory. T5 did have a short throw kit in it, so that was cool. But I got a lot of stuff piled in here, so... Yeah, dirty, looks like crap. It's up on blocks. I just put the fuel tank in it, and I didn't have a fuel tank for this style car. I had the fuel tank out of my father's car, which is the stupid hybrid, no return system, one line fed off the pump. So I modified that when we put this motor in his car. So just an inline pump, little $50 Edelbrock, mounted down low by the tank, and pushes just enough fuel to feed a carburetor. Sometimes. Yeah, I just got the tank in it last night, put the starter in it. I got it to turn over and pop a little bit, but there's no fuel because I emptied the fuel tank. So today I went and got fuel for it. So I'm getting ready to put some petro in it, and yeah, see if we can get it fired up. I just want it running and moving for now. Not gonna do a full build rate just yet because I have other projects that need to get done. My car's out in the snow, which I'm not happy about, but I didn't build a big enough garage this year because I just can't afford it. So I'm stuck in my little one bay with my T-top project and my Rockstar drinks. Breakfast of Champions. Alright, so wish me luck. I know it runs, but I want to hear it run in this car. So maybe I'll post up a video later of that. Peace.